and welcome to the Adobe Women's FA Cup Round 1 highlights show. Coming up, history in the making as Middlesbrough and Cheadle Town feature in the inaugural broadcast of a first round tie. Tier 4 Chatham Town hit the road to face Tier 3 AFC Wimbledon, hoping to become one of this season's great FA Cup underdog stories. Stevenage and Norwich City served up a 7-goal thriller, battling for a place in the second round draw. Plus, all the best goals from 22 other first round ties across the country. We start with a piece of history, the first televised women's FA Cup first round match, as Middlesbrough welcomed Cheadle Town Stingers. The Stingers had won all 6 of their league matches so far this campaign, but Middlesbrough had the edge last season when they pipped Cheadle to earn promotion on goal difference. Farrah Williams and Robin Cowan watch this one.
Well, let's get your teams. 19-year-old Ruby Cook starts in goal for Borough. It's a settled back four. Olivia Watt is at right back. She scored from 40 yards out last weekend in the win over Liverpool Feds. Captain Millie Bell will marshal the midfield. She's played over 150 games and is a lifelong fan of the club. Top scorer Becky Ferguson leads the line. She got a hat-trick in the first half last weekend. Sophie Donald is in goal for Cheadle. She's conceded just 1 league goal this season. Centre-half Izzy Dean has played every single minute so far and works as a quantity surveyor alongside her football. Imogen Porteous-Williams has 4 goals in her last 6 appearances in all competitions, while Rachel Dunlop provides the experience, but also the quality. She won the league's Player of the Season last year. Porteous-Williams goes for it, and it draws a very good save. Had the goalkeeper scrambling across to her left. And Borough will try and break Turnbull. Couldn't quite pick out Ferguson. She might get the second attempt. It's Maxwell. It's a brilliant save. Still there for Middlesbrough. Ferguson can't find a path towards goal, goes down. Oh, penalty! Oh my goodness. It's a big call from the referee. Middlesbrough have a spot kick. So Ferguson to put Borough ahead, and she does it with real composure. Sends the keeper the wrong way. The top scorer puts Borough on top. Maxwell in the first half was putting in some really good deliveries. It's another one right on the goalkeeper, off the bar, and fired in! An emphatic finish. It's Olivia Watt who caught that so sweetly.
What a finish, hitting on the volley, straight into the back of the net.
Holmes slips it through. That's a lovely ball. It's Robson. And there we have it. A third for Middlesbrough, who seal their place in the second round of the Women's FA Cup.
Abby Holmes does well here. Just drives forward with it. Plays a little through ball, defender misses it. And just shows great composure to put the ball in the back of the net.
Oh, it's a big mistake, and it's a 4th. They tried to see it out of play, but Borough have pounced, and they have another. It's an emphatic scoreline now. Another substitute, Erin Nelson, who stuck that away.
Abby Holmes, you know, keeps it alive in that corner there. Gets the ball across the box. Defender doesn't quite clear the lines. I don't know what she was thinking in that scenario, and it's an easy tap in.
A big win for Middlesbrough. Lauren Robson and Erin Nelson off the bench to score 1 each and to seal Middlesbrough's path to the second round of the Women's FA Cup. So full time here, Middlesbrough 4, Cheadle Town 0.
Wolves and Rugby Borough were last season's surprise packages, both reaching the 5th round proper. Georgia Marshall doubled the host lead, leaving Rugby Borough too much of a mountain to climb. Cheltenham Town reached the fourth round for the first time in their history last season, and in round one they eased past Millwall. Libby Bell scored directly from a corner for the second week running before Emily Owen doubled their advantage. Gwalior United's Tia Asker put the only Welsh side in the competition in front with a stunning strike on 13 minutes. Benedict Harland then denied Charlie Hay from the spot to preserve her clean sheet and keep their FA Cup dreams alive. Newly professional side Burnley flew past their Lancashire rivals Blackburn Rovers. A hat-trick from former WSL striker Claudia Walker sealed their place in the second round draw. Super sub Brittany Sanderson's brace fired Leeds United to a victory on home soil. A dominant first-half display from Stockport County saw them get past Tranmere, with goals from Levi Rathburn, Paige Cole and Courtney Cossamore sealing the win before the break. AFC Portchester secured their spot in round two for the second consecutive season, with a commanding win over Gloucester City in a thrilling South Coast showdown. AFC Wimbledon sit one league below WSL 2, and with just one win in the league this season, they were hoping for some FA Cup light relief. Chatham Town arrived as the underdogs, and Ben Andrews was on hand to see if the outsiders could pull off a shock.
That's well won back. Sharp calling for it and getting it here. Good hit. And parried by Kites, and it's over on the rebound from Woodgate. Right into the mix, the keeper has come, and she's not got there. Wonderful chance, and it's over from Charles. What an opportunity wasted. It's a lovely ball from McLaughlin. This is Dory, who's backing herself, and with good reason. Dory, cut back, lovely effort that from Hinks, and it's off the line by Jones. Nice one round the corner, and onside by a distance here, Buckingham. McLaughlin, 1-0 Wimbledon. Daisy McLaughlin. Jeffkins going long, very long, all the way in from Ellie Jeffkins, and it's all square. Hyman. He's given it straight to Jeffkins, who's gone for it again. Well, surely not. Oh, she's done it again. Past the sub-keeper as well. Ellie Jeffkins, twice. Incredible. Jeffkins doesn't take this one, but it's still a good chance, and it's just off the top of the bar from Perkins. Nice take from McLaughlin, really nice. Russell was bursting through, and Russell was fouled, and Wimbledon have a chance here. Penalty. Hinks. Oh, it's saved by Elligon. And McLaughlin puts the rebound in, and it's 2-2. Killer control from Buckingham. How about that for a pass? Hinks, big moment, and she doesn't miss this time. And Wimbledon have turned it around to lead. Woodgate looking for options in the middle. It's a decent ball and a clever finish, and it's all square again. Amy Russ with a late leveller. Wallace with the penalty for Wimbledon, and she's pushed it miles wide. Advantage Chatham. Big time. Amelia Woodgate then to send Chatham into round two, and she's done it. Brilliant penalty, brilliant FA Cup tie. and Chatham win it by the finest of margins.
Millie Isherwood scored twice as London Bees came from behind to beat Barking. Manchester Laces fell short to Wallsend BC in their debut FA Cup season. Wallsend also made history in reaching the second round proper. Another debutante's FA Cup journey ended in the first round as I2I International Soccer Academy fell to Mancunian Unity in a 5-goal showcase. Two quickfire goals from Dami Onafawakan helped Hendersford Town edge out SJR Worksop in a closely contested encounter. A late brace from Caitlin Dealey capped off a fine comeback for Stourbridge against Lincoln City. West Bromwich Albion netted 3 unanswered goals in the second half against Solihull Moors, including an own goal to secure their place in the next stage of the competition. Swindon Town secured a narrow win over Dulwich Hamlet, Taylor MacDonald's goal decisive. With the scores level at 1-1 after full time, Wycombe Wanderers against Bridgwater United would be decided by a penalty shootout. The visitors edged ahead 7-6, leaving Sophie Harvey with the pressure kick. Her miss secured Bridgwater's place in the next round. Stevenage came into this tie unbeaten, winning 9 of their 11 matches, while Norwich City had won each of their last 6. The hosts sat a tier below their opponents, but with both teams in strong form, this promised to be an entertaining spectacle.
Simon's corner. Stevenage able to clear it away, and for a second time. Back in by Simons, and turned towards goal and in. And it's Williams who puts Norwich City in front. Here's Wiltshire. Lifted in towards the back post, and it's gone in. An equaliser for Stevenage. It may go down as an own goal. Lifted in towards Wiltshire, and she's there again. And turns it around for Stevenage. Lifting it over the goalkeeper. Kennard gets it onto her right foot. Oh, it's a cracking strike. What a goal from Kennard. And we're level again. Cooks away here for Norwich. And lifts it in, and it's headed back towards Cook again. And that's off the crossbar from her and headed in on the rebound. Kennard once more, and Norwich lead 3-2. Savage digs out the cross, and it's Wiltshire, and it's in. 3-3. Another for Wiltshire. Here come Norwich again in the dying embers. Files cross, volleyed onto the crossbar and in. The effort from Snelling, it's gone in off the goalkeeper Reeves, and Norwich have won it at the death.
Jess Russo scored a hat-trick as Peterborough United eased past Real Bedford to secure a spot in the second round. Megan Taylor was the hero, saving 3 of 6 spot kicks as Sutton United came from behind to beat Brentford on penalties. Bristol Rovers proved too strong for Haringey Borough, easing to a comfortable win over the side a tier below them. Oxford City knocked 4 past Sherborne Town to reach the second round proper for the second time in the club's history. As for Oxford United, they required penalties to see off the pride of Essex, #United. hat-tricks from Lucy Porter and Sammy Rowland led the way as Leyton Orient, one of just 4 Tier 7 sides left in the competition, cruised past Farnham Town. A fine performance from Dartford, capped by a goal at each end of the match from Paris Smith, secured their place in the next round at the expense of Forest Green Rovers. Confirmation of the results from round 1 of the Adobe Women's FA Cup. Watford were too strong for Actonians, whilst Ponteland United overcame Bolton Wanderers on penalties. Derby swept aside Coventry Sphinx, Bouldermere St Michael's knocked out Crewe Alexandra, and Durham Sestria demolished Dronfield Town. Huddersfield Town edged past Wythenshawe, Keynsham Town beat Bournemouth Sports, and Lewis were too strong for Corsham Town. Liverpool Feds swept aside Chester Street Town, Luton Town overcame Mansfield, and AFC Bournemouth crushed Millbrook. Moving on, AFC Sudbury were narrowly beaten by Northampton Town, Portishead Town were 1-0 winners over Billericay Town, as was Saltdean United over Bromley. Fylde were 5-0 victors over South Shields. Sporting Calcer needed penalties to beat Loughborough Lightning, and in the West Country, Exeter City secured the bragging rights over Torquay United. The University of Nottingham's fairy tale run came to an end at home to Cambridge United, while York City edged past Leeds Modernians. And so ends a breathtaking weekend in the Adobe Women's FA Cup, a round packed with shocks, suspense and last-minute heroics. Round 2 will undoubtedly promise much more of the same.
Amelia Woodgate sent Chatham into round 2, and she's done it.
Back to Bassett, and it's a beautiful finish. Volleyed onto the crossbar and in, and Norwich have won it at the death.